Olusola is going to change subjects now, and a question on startups, I think. There you are.
My name is Olusola. I'm with First Face-to-Face Limited. We're a training providing agency. We specialize in enterprise skills and enterprise development. So my question is, the Northeast has a low startup rate in the country, and we at First work with the council to provide level 1 and level 2 courses to aspiring startup business owners. What else do we need as a region to empower and encourage more residents to start their business?
Good question.
Yeah, very good question, Alyssa. Thank you for that. And I would add to it, how do we help businesses grow? Because there's a lot of people do start up a small business, and then 2 years in, they're still struggling. We want people to be able to buy a nice home and save up for retirement as well. So the way we deal with that second half of it is by making money available for them to expand their businesses. One of the projects we have that does that is called the Recovery Innovation Deal. And this is grants of up to £10,000 where a business, a small business, possibly a micro business of just a couple of people, gets to the money if they want to do something new, provided it can show either a climate benefit or an economic growth benefit, and ideally both. And one success story is a company called Saddle Skedaddle. And they do cycling holidays. And they organise bespoke cycling holidays for people. So, across Hadrian's Wall, whatever it might be. Through COVID, they had to shut down. And, all right, they got some furlough, but it wasn't good for their business. Coming back from it, our advisors spoke to them. It turned out that every new customer came in, they were doing bespoke arrangements for them, and they were growing through word of mouth, but that meant trawling through emails, remembering, oh yeah, I must answer to that one, and we all have that in our personal lives. Imagine doing that for a living, it's a nightmare. We funded some bespoke software development to allow them to do that. They doubled the turnover and employing new people. So that's the way you help businesses grow, with really targeted advice. And we have rural programs, we have culture programs, we have for a whole range of different industries that are tailored to them, digital businesses.
And obviously you can't help everyone, but how are many successful?
It's in the thousands, of businesses we've helped.
Startups?
Yeah. Not all businesses succeed, and there's lots of reasons why they don't. So what makes startup businesses succeed? Well, basically you need three things. You need the cash to do it. And we do make cash more available. But to be honest, if it's a very small business, that probably falls below the threshold. Most people tend to do it out of savings. They tend to be a little bit older, have a little bit of something behind them. And we need to shift as a society and make it easier for everybody to take risks with a bit of a safety net behind them. Secondly, though, you need someone who has the confidence and the skills and the ideas. And again, that comes from having a more skilled workforce in general. But third, what every business needs, large or small, is customers. And if you've got customers, you'll do all right. And if you have no customers, you won't. And a big part of that is a wider prosperity in the economy, sometimes called community wealth building, making sure that the money comes back here. So we have a policy of commissioning local organisations unless that simply is not available locally, in which case we'll commission it from further afield. And that puts money into smaller local businesses, develops that supply chain, and it makes a difference.
And how, if there are people watching at home or out there with a startup idea, where do they apply? I don't know if you are in the position where you think I might be eligible for that. Where would Olusola or anyone applying for this kind of help?
The easiest answer, because there's a whole range of things we'll talk about tonight, is send an email to enquiries@northoftyne-ca.gov.uk. And if you can't remember that, just look on the website, go to contact and send a message to Enquiries saying, look, I've got this idea, I'm interested. And it will probably be one of our partner organisations that we've commissioned to do this that will direct you to. But it depends on your sector, what you're doing. There's a whole range of advisors because we are successful in what we do, because we don't do a one-size-fits-all. We get the people with the expertise of that industry to do the advice.
And it's interesting because this, you know, one of the reasons I think we are behind is because it's something we weren't known for a long time. We made things with our hands in the Northeast, then we became very good in call centres, but I don't think there's ever been an emphasis in schools, in education, for running your own little business. It just was anathema to my upbringing.
It was, wasn't it? You know, it was a case
it wasn't even a thing.
When I was growing up, it was, well, you're going to work at ICI on Teesside, and if you're bright, from, you know, rough part of Middlesbrough where I grew up, you might get to university. Or up here it was, well, what did you, shipyards or pits? Which do you want to go down, kiddie? Yeah.
But it's different. It's very different now, and I hope it's going to be more different in the future.